Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Mission Viejo, California. And today, I'm going to share with you my disappointment with Best Buy. But before I do, I'm going to take you on a little walk here. I'm at a park called Pinecrest, and it is a beautiful location. It's so beautiful that when I got here, I realized I couldn't just start right in talking about my troubles with Best Buy, and they're not that big of a deal, but I still want to explain what bothers me about their situation or their policies. But before we do, we're going to enjoy the scenery. It's been a while since I have done a live stream, so bear with me if I'm a little slow in my thinking. I'm also slightly out of breath because I actually scouted out the park when I got here, and I came up this hillside, which we are now going to go down. This is where we're going to go, but I'm going to keep it focused here because to me this is the beauty. One of the reasons I love doing live streams is it forces me to get outside and go places I haven't been before, and I like to find places like this that are outside, full of nature. We got the fall colors in the trees right now. It's just gorgeous. I mean, this is what life should be all about. But of course, that's not the reality, but that's okay. What's really nice is it's still early enough that there's very few people in the park. There's a lady down here training her dog. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. See if I can zoom in on that. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second. Gonna go boom. There you go. Can we see that well enough? I'll bring it over a little bit. There we go. Oops, there we go. Well, now they're hidden behind the tree. You get the idea. We'll come back to this shot. So anyway, I've got a spot down there, a bench that I'm going to sit down at, and then I will go into more detail regarding the Best Buy thing. I can start by telling you this. Some of you will already know this because you've probably seen the video, but I am planning to upgrade my production gear. That means a new computer, a new gimbal, a new monitor, keyboard, mouse, and a host of other items that it's time for me to bring them up to current standards, especially if I'm going to do some live streaming on my computer at home. My current computer will not I use Prism for my live streaming. That's the app. Unfortunately, it does not function on my computer. My computer's too old. It's only like a 2017 iMac, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work. Now, as I said, this is where we're at, Pinecrest Park in Mission Viejo. And where we're going to sit down is right over there. Hey, who's that? I don't have my glasses on. I'm gonna have to, oh, speaking of my glasses, there they are. Hang on, I'm gonna find out who's there. Evan, I think it is. Hope that will stay up there so before I can get my glasses on. It's Evan Painter. Well, hello, Evan. You're a new viewer. I love it. Thank you for joining us. So the bench that we're headed to is in this little portion of the park. And then I will sit down and go into a little more detail. So Evan, what part of the world are you watching from? You don't have to give away any personal information. Just say what country or what state or city or something like that. And let's see. Oh, not new, just been a minute. Okay. All right, hang on here. So now I found my spot. Put the camera down and get myself situated. Turn the camera around so I can see you, or you can see me rather. There we go. And yeah, there you go. Let's see. Boy, you know, when I got here it was cold, but with the sun out it's warmed up quite a bit. This is really, really nice. So you're from Martinville. What's the temperature there? Well, tell you what, now let's see if I can do this without ending our live stream. I want to say it's about 68, maybe 70. So I'm not going to take a chance and go there and try to start swiping stuff and maybe screwing up our stream. There you go. So let me tell you what's going on. As I told you before, I'm planning to upgrade to a, well, maybe I didn't. First of all, I did a video. I'll put a link in the description after the stream is over. I did a short 2-minute video about all the gear I'm planning to upgrade to. And I had choices. For example, I was debating between 46. Well, that's cold. Dang. I have a choice between getting a Mac Mini 2 or a new iMac 24-inch. Also, I'm looking at picking up a DJI Mic Mini 2 or a Hollyland Lark M2 wireless mic system, and a bunch of other stuff. So, but the bottom line here was this. Best Buy has a price match policy, and that is if you can find the same item for a lower price online and you can show it to them, they will match it. Well, that's not exactly true. I had found in fact, I'm going to bring it up here. So again, bear with me as I do it. I was going to pick up the Mac Mini, and I found it online for roughly $500. There it is. Okay. Theirs was going for $600 roughly. But when I inquired, they wouldn't honor it. They would not price match it. Turns out their policy is that during the Black Friday week, Black Friday weekend, whatever the case may be, they will not honor the price matching. So if I want to do this, I have to wait till Tuesday, and that's if the item that I'm currently showing you is still on sale. If they can't find it, then they won't honor it. The other thing I'm planning to get, and we'll get rid of that baby. Hang on. These are always so fun to have to try and tap and then get rid of. Come on now. You shouldn't be that hard to do. There we go. Boom. Sorry about the finger in the camera, but that's just part of live streaming. Now, the other thing I'm planning to do is I had planned to purchase the Apple Studio Display, and it's about $1,300. However, some viewers and some friends of mine who are in the film business, in fact, one friend, Jason, who's a professional film editor, he said, you know, don't spend the money. He says, you can get an equivalent monitor for a fraction of the price. And he was right. As you can see here, he suggested getting that monitor, and that's the one at Best Buy, and that's roughly, what is that, $319. And I just found it online before I came on, went live for even less. So I'm probably going to order it online. Now, the other thing I'm planning to get, oh, come on, my goodness, cancel. Okay. There's got to be a better way to do this. Okay. Well, yeah, Evan, you're right. Why not buy online? My original reason is that I am a small business. All right. And I tried to make my bookkeeping as simple as possible. It would have been much easier for me. It would be much easier for me if I were able to purchase everything on my Best Buy card, and then when that bill comes in, pay it, and then the way I've got my bookkeeping set up, then I could just, take care of it that way. But now I'm going to have to piece it out, because you're right. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to just buy everything online. Now, but it means buying it from companies that I don't normally deal with and don't know that well. But that's the way life is, right? You can't have everything you want. All right, so now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this Logitech keyboard. Apple, here's the deal. When you're buying the Mac Mini, you have to buy all your pieces individually. Your keyboard, your mouse, your monitor, and of course, the computer itself. Now, they want $200 for the Apple keyboard. They want $100 roughly for the Magic Mouse, as they call it. That's, I don't know, it just seems like overpriced. Well, I can find all that stuff online. And as you can see here, again, this keyboard, this is my friend, again, who's a professional film editor for TV and movies. He said, get this one. This is the one that will work. And he says, you can actually get it, you can purchase it so that the keyboard is specifically marked up for you according to the platform you're editing with. In my case, DaVinci Resolve. And that's what I'm going to do. All right, now, finally, the last thing I will show you is this. Now, I can't recall exactly what it's called. Hey, good morning, Susan. Thank you for joining us. I'm kind of halfway through what I'm going to be talking about, but I hope you'll watch the replay. I'll give you a quick overview of what's going on. I'm planning to upgrade my equipment for my show. I'm planning to buy myself a new Mac, a new monitor, keyboard, mouse. I'm also going to get some new microphones, a whole bunch of stuff. And I was going to buy it through Best Buy because they have a price matching program, but as it turns out, they have a little clause buried in their online documentation that says during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday period, they're not going to honor it. So if I want to try and buy it from them, I have to wait till Tuesday. But I think I'm just going to buy online. This is the last thing I'm going to buy. The new iMac or the Mac Mini, all the new Mac products now use USB-C ports. So that means all my current ports, all my cables and things are not going to require. They're either going to require an adapter or that I buy new external hard drives, which is where I offload all my shows and my other projects. Again, no big deal in and of itself, but it's just one more cost. I can afford it. It's not a big deal. And the irony is, had they just flat out made it clear right up front when I walked into the store, or when I was looking online, really, that they would not honor their price matching until after the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, I would have gone ahead and bought it. I'm going to save about $100 on the Mac Mini on this one location. I'll save about $50 on the monitor. I'll save about $100 on the keyboard. But you know what? I would have just, if they'd just been straight with me, I would have bought everything right up front. But to get kind of worked up thinking I'm going to get a good deal and not, it disappointed me. So, but that's business, right? So, all right. So that's really the long and short of it. Let me get rid of that. All right, so I'm not going to sit here and chat too much longer. The truth is, I'm planning to attend church here at about 9:30. It's not too far from where I'm at, about maybe a 10-minute drive. I don't have to be there till 9:30, so I've got sufficient time. In fact, I like to get there early, which is usually when I get there is 9:30. church starts at 10. I have a cup of coffee, a little cookie, and chat with some people. One thing I have to say, I'm really enjoying this weather. It has been gloomy for the last 4 or 5 days. Not rain, just overcast, and just there's something about being outside when the sunshine hits your face and it makes you feel good all over. And the fact is, I've been fighting a cold or a flu now for about, on and off, I want to say about 5 weeks. I'd kind of get sick, and then I'd get better for a few days, and I'd get sick again, and better for a few days. And I'm still fighting it just a little bit. It's not, today's, I would say, the best day I've felt so far. And it's not like I felt horrible, but I've basically just kind of chilled out at home for the last 2 days, not wanting to push myself. In the past, I would push myself beyond where I should have been. I don't like to give up. And so I would just work and work and work, and I'll get better. Well, you know what? I have to be honest with myself. I've reached that point in life. I'm a geezer, and it's a little harder for my body to recover. So now I'm going to be smart. Rather than overdo it, I'll back off. As soon as I feel it, I'll recover, and then I'll get back into the stream of things. But that's what's happening here. I mean, last year, I wasn't very active on my channel. I didn't make as many edited videos. I didn't do as many live streams. And I'm trying to get, back on the treadmill. On the treadmill, that's the wrong term. Back in the flow of things. That's the best way to put it. I love live streaming. I love this immediate connection with you people out there. Even when I know I don't see that many people in the chat, I know that even it's like you're there no matter what. I'm outside. You're like right across the bench from me. We're just sitting here shooting the breeze. And so that's it. That's the story. So I tell you what I'm going to do. To wrap this up, I'm going to take you on a little journey into the wilderness, okay? And then we'll wrap it up, all right? So I'm going to turn the camera around again. There you go. Come on. It's the sun is so bright it's hard for me to see. There we go. There we go. All right. So first, we will take a look at this beautiful view. And then I'm going to take you on a little excursion into the middle of nowhere that's in the middle of somewhere. That to me, look at that. That's one of the reasons I love living in this area, is a view like that. And they're all over the place in Southern California where I live. I live in Orange County, and currently I'm in Mission Viejo, which is about 20 minutes from my home. All right, so now, here we go, on to the adventure, into the wilderness, exploring with UFO Bob. By the way, if you're watching this after the fact, even if you're watching it right now for that matter, if you're new to my channel, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up. I'd love it if you leave me a comment. I always respond to every comment that's posted. And maybe even subscribe. You got nothing to lose. It doesn't cost you anything. And I promise you, I'm going to give you some fun stuff. All right, so here we go. Now we're going into the wilderness portion. That's what's also neat about this park. Just, 10, 15 feet away, I'm going to go into this part where there's a trail. And there's this interesting, I've already explored it once. That's why I know where I'm going. But look how beautiful this is. Can you see I don't know what you call that. It's part of the blossoms of the plant. The name of that is, I don't know, but it's really pretty. But we're going to keep going. Look at that. Oh, it's like little fairies floating in the air. Okay, so we're going to go this way now. And we'll wrap it up with a shot of this, because look at that, huh? Is that magnificent or what? It is pretty, Susan. It is beautiful. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. And until then, this is UFO Bob.